Hey, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are kicking some butt. So, the mob I'm going to be hunting is the scout bots. They actually drop sometimes the basic targeting chips and stuff like that. They're pretty good to codex. I'll show you the markup on a basic targeting chip real quick, and then I'll go over in what they go into. Obviously, excellent markup on this stuff, right? Um, That's actually an excellent price on one. This 8 pad. Honestly, all these sometimes they float up to 20 pad. You use them to make not only the clothes I'm wearing, but these weapons, in which I like to have these for sale and available in my shop, but I currently don't. If we can get some, I am hoping that we do. Now, normally you guys know I hunt in adjusted pixie plate. And the adjusted pixie armor is excellent armor, and I'm not going to diss it. But for robots, it doesn't protect against burn and stuff. And so robots, often the shooty robots, they do some burn damage. And so of course we're on Planet Cyrene. I'm going to show you the sword we're going to be using is a Rutic Kil. Um, see if I have a working pin here. Um, I was going to write down where we're at pad-wise. So all my gear is currently at full value, like the repairable gear. This is the only item that I have that's not a repairable. I'm going to get a pin real quick so we can write down exactly how many pad that this is at so that we know. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I just wanted to actually know what we get today. You know what I'm saying? Plus or minus, we'll actually know today. And we're not going to count markup, we're just going to count the basic of it. All my armor and stuff is at full value. The Rutic Kil is an amazing weapon. It actually is that amazing. It is impressive. So it's going to burn out fast, so obviously it's dropping more pad than a normal weapon would be into an item or into the per hit type stuff. And that is going to impact how much we're going to get or the overall composition of the loot. So like if the weapon you're using is super eco in the manner of it's putting in a very small amount of pack per damage, that can be in your advantage and disadvantage at the same time. Sometimes the strategy is to not as cheaply kill the mob, but to kill the mob um, because you know that the category of loot that you might be going after, it isn't going to drop using some cheap slappy weapon very often. And so I'll be using a pretty hard hitter. Um, we'll not have to heal likely, and I'm going to show you why. Today I'm going to be using Arc Ranger harness. I bought this out of the auction house. I made that sword, by the way. But this is bought out of the auction house, and then it has, of course, Serpent Plates on it. This is the composition of defense to it. My burn is 10. When I move over, by the way, and I'll show you that too. You all know I'm going to move to officer plates and then adjusted or augmented officer plates and Imperium plates. And I'll show you why. Hold on 1 second. I want to show you that real quick. And then we will get into the hunting part. I'm not trying to be deceptive, but I wanted to show you why I'm kitting this way for robot hunting. And somebody has these for sale. I literally put a lot of effort into actually getting ready to make my own, but in all honesty, I probably should buy these because they're at such a great place, price point wise. Whoa. Let me make sure that nobody bought these plates already. Oh. So yeah, those were at a good price point wise. Well, we'll move on from that concept. Those got bought fast. I legit just saw the Imperium officer plates in there for sale. And I honestly thought to myself, hey, you should buy those. So as you can tell, this setup is going to be better for robot cuts than the setup where I have it with where I'm using the adjusted pixie armor with the serpent plates to hunt animals. This is going to be better for this type of robots. Plus the drones on Calypso would be better for too. Sorry about that. So we're going to throw on this armor. It's awkward looking different. I'm going to throw on a thing. Obviously we're on Cyrene. And so this is the landing point in which you would come on to Cyrene. You'd come off like right here. You can land there. The thing is, the place we're going to hunt is right down there, and the nearest teleporter is right there. So it would save us a little bit of time. But perspective-wise, I can show you where we're going to hunt. Plus, we got the number of what we have in the sword. All of our equipment, the serpent plates and the armor, that's all repairable permanent armor. And so we should be kitted just perfect for this stuff. We'll be able to know. Plus, I'll add 50 pec. Let's remember I'll write it down, guys. Let's remember it's how you forget something. Okay, we got 50 pec also, guys. Because you know what? We're gonna use one pet. Let's not lie. We're doing 1 hour of hunting or 2 hours of hunting. So I'm gonna use 2 loot pills. I see I have a loot pill going already, but it only has 15 minutes or so on it. I'm gonna take us down right here. The mob we're after is right in this zone, although I will show you some. We're not picking a fight with this Geiger, but I'll show you. They've added something here. I thought it was neat. Kinda also trying to get up the thing over here so I can see what's going on in chat and stuff. I'm not that skilled at the... Got it. Sorry about that. Okay, so I don't know when this guy got added. I saw him earlier when I was kind of scoping and scouting out stuff. I hunt this mob a lot anyway, but look at this crap. Okay, so one day if you guys want to arrange to team hunt this guy, because I feel that this is a team hunt thing. It doesn't have to be, but I mean, he's 79th level. I really don't know what he's going to do damage-wise. I feel I would have to put on my best armor for that crap for sure. Let's land. Let's begin to hunt. Okay, pulling out the Rutics. Woo! See that crap? So we're going to do good on this anyway, and we shouldn't even have to heal ourselves in theory. I mean, like, because we slow heal and the amount of breakthroughs on our armor shouldn't be so high that it matters. What we do want is some of those basic targeting. Did we get this guy over here? Nah, bro. But please. She doesn't seem to have massive aggro. Holy crap, we do not want him on us. That's... I don't think I can kill him. You guys want to kill him? I mean, let's try. I've killed something like that before. Guys, my temptation level and my impulse control sucks. So, let's move away so it's not such a temptation that we think we're all of a sudden going to go pick a fight with a giant. Because he looks serious. I've depleted a lot of my hilly chip. We're down to 10% on my powerful hilly chip. That's not good. Make sure we got. Yeah. These guys are not that hard comparably, but we get a bunch of basic chips out of this eventually. By the way, I'm getting the little final bit of sweat together. Turns out I'm like 8K. Somebody's bringing me some. I'm gonna sweat some on the weeds, of course. Yeah, so this kit right here obviously is just dominating these guys, right? We haven't had to heal at all. I'm liking this. We even have a small amount of electric defense. I probably should come over here and see how stacked up against this guy it is. But I don't really think we should get distracted because that's how it all begins. So overall, we have really good defense with this. I want to look at this a little bit more. For general purposes of hunting, look at that. That's 18 impact. And we're pretty good on it. I mean, like stab and penetration we're not great on, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. Can I tell you guys, the markup I actually paid on this armor was not bad at all. Like, it was totally reasonable markup. And by reasonable, obviously my purchase was today, so it'll be in the market data. Plus 24 pet, okay? And what is it? 14 pet. So it's like a 300% markup, but it's on repairable armor, right? And so, and this is gonna be just ridiculous awesome for when I go in to kill a bunch of the other stuff, especially with the by other stuff. I mean, like the drones on Calypso, they totally do damage that'll get sucked by this. This armor is gonna just dominate. Obviously, I could just sit here hunting these all day and repairing my armor and having tears soon, but they're not even getting through this. This is perfect for these guys. And because we're using a beast sword, we'll probably get a global in this 2.5 hour, 2 hour, 15 minutes or whatever. And I made sure we didn't have any thing in the inventory beforehand. Like we're clean up. So. Oh yeah, this armor is dominating, you guys. I'm really liking this for these guys. This is for this specific mob, and I kind of ran around and checked it on a couple of this. That's why your swords burned down a little bit. Yesterday, I kind of wanted to know, hey, what will this sword work perfectly with? The armor I got this morning, and kind of went around the island and checked it against some stuff too. But I got it specifically for robot hunting, like this kind of robot stuff. And of course, I'm going to do some more of the dodge training that I do with the weeds and stuff like that. But I do that not armored and when we're sweating and stuff. But this armor is absolutely doing amazing on these guys, actually. We'll get our pet out too. They're no match for this sword though. And the armor, the sword is cutting him down fast, but I mean this armor's really just soaking the stuff. It's super exciting. Like, I don't know what this armor's gonna look like all tiered up and stuff. But this is some good robot hunting armor at this point. When I get the augmented Imperium or adjusted Imperium points on this, because that'll even be an increased amount of overall burn damage soak, the amount of robots and stuff like that that I should be able to hunt should be a considerable amount higher. I really was like thinking to myself, do I want to buy those plates? And I thought, hey, they have 6 days of auction time on them. You might be able to think about it. Because I have the stuff to build the first set of officer plates, right? We have to do a few things, I mean, like mission-wise and stuff. But, and we now need to get the 600 points, so we can do the augmented officer plates, I think, or augmented Imperium plates, which are the step up from the officer plates. They're all ridiculous plates, though, guys. But that's why these badges matter, and that's why we're earning badges down here. So we're still a crap ton, 200 and I don't know what was there, so I'm not going to say it without remembering the actual number. A lot. So basically, we'll be doing some dailies here. This is not a daily though. This is just, hey, I'd like to restock our store, and this is a really good mob time. And I got this armor specifically for kind of the lower robot hunting / its specific protections. Is our weapon tier? Actually see what I have. Because this is such a cool weapon, I'm going to actually put a economy enhancer into it. We're going to up its economy. Let's look what that has done. Obviously it had. So now I'm going to have to fight back a little bit. So I just want it to last a little bit because it's a big, really expensive sword trying to. And so stretching out a sword like that is kind of not a bad use of economy enhancer, right? But we are just mowing these guys down. Alright, I hope you guys are all kicking butt today. And we could be losing it, but I'm not sure. But luckily we took numbers at the beginning and that kinda. But if I could get a couple basic targeting chips, I mean, like, we're not gonna lose our bet that bad. They're rare though, in all honesty. They come off a few of these different robot mobs, but I've had good luck on this. I have got them as robots before though. Just not super commonly anyway either. Yeah. Second I thought we had labeled. Just cut and draw. Better kind of look at this and see where we at. We have not used 100 pet in this sword yet. This sword really does burn up a lot of pet though. That's what's really apparent there. Not messing around at all. We had 941.39 ped though at the beginning of this. So if 2 hours and 15 minutes burns up the whole sword, that's a ped throwing sword. You'd hope we'd get some really good stuff. I've made these before for myself, only a couple times. For other people, a long time ago, somebody used to actually like to hunt with these. And they nailed it, but they were like, at that time, one of the only people I knew that was qualified to actually use them. And so they were the only one that ever picked them up, so. And then, like, sad stuff. A lot of the robot stuff though. Okay, our peel finally ran out, so let's start 2 hours now. Okay. I'll deal with that dude behind me too in a second. Now let's feed our pet. Pet not being fed. Man, I've really burned through a lot of that stuff, guys. I'm gonna deal with that guy behind us right here. So. So I can, I mean, like, I think you guys can see this is a pretty reasonable match gear-wise for this mob. I mean, definitely not losing, right? And we'll add another 25 peck on here, so just to be fair, because we hunted under the remainder of some other skill pill, you know what I'm saying? So I'll add that in there too. Because I don't want to be unfair to our calculation at the end, you know. These guys, they're making. There's one reason. I mean, I love building up my sword stuff, right? But sometimes when a mob just keeps moving away from me, I legit do want to just bust out some pyrokinetics and blast them. Because you can't throw your sword at them or something, you know. Not saying we need to be able to, but... Okay, broke off this guy too early. I'm also still thinking kind of about that guy, the big mob over there, that I hadn't seen before. Kind of want to go kill it. I'm getting low on coffee. Well, I might have to go grab a cup of coffee while we're doing this. Which is right over there. It's not like I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Just for the record, in case it sounded like I'm gonna do something crazy. But this is just awesome armor. Hold on, I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick. That'll keep us safe for 1 second. I'll refill this, I'll be right back. Okay. Landing again. Don't look at where the button was. Grabbing the right weapon. Uh-oh, we look like we're about to have a whole bunch of people hunting. Oh, I should pick that up. I don't want our helicopter messed up, in all honesty, guys. I'll repair it later. That's a level 5 scout bot. He's just out here kicking. I don't know what's going on with him. He's kind of in the wrong place, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you, I really like this. I'm going to kill this guy just because he's here too. See, I feel we're kind of at the edge of their overlap area, so we're just gonna have to circle back. But I did want to kind of see how well this guy holds up against this sword. He did not hold up against that sword. Yeah, I'm in love with this little... I need the higher tier Rutic, but honestly, I don't have that blueprint. By the way, do you know this is just like the second tier blueprint for this, the Rutic series swords? Like, I don't even know what the 5th tier or the 7th tier Rutic series sword type, type thing would be, but it would be Beast. It would cut a thing down. Because this simple little guy, a 14th level dude can use this thing, and it's throwing down some damage. Just... And so, it's not even messing around. For something somebody so reasonable level could use. And it's just a straight... Once in a while they're getting through. I have some slight regeneration, and so it's not like the same thing. And so they're not actually, we're not using any pet for healing today. This arm is really actually impressing me right now. I just literally had kind of wanted a set of this anyway for a little bit, right? And then today, when I got on and I was kind of looking over things, I saw a set of this in here, right, in the auction house on the planet. And then I saw 2 or 3 maybe Imperium plates. And I thought to myself, man, I really want those Imperium plates. I checked them. They were supposed to be in there for maybe 6 more days, which I should have known. That was ridiculous, right? Because they had just barely put in there, like, within the day or so, and I wanted to get them even. And I have the stuff slowly being put together to make my own set, because we got to the 300. But I don't have the stuff put together to bring it up to the next level, you know what I'm saying? That we have to have 600 ARC badges to bring a set of Imperium plates to the augmented state of plates. But just the officer plates are pretty ridiculous. Would make us dominate in it. Even the ones where they're bleeding through would be being blocked at that point. Like that wouldn't have happened. And with the adjusted Imperium, not even a chance. We'd just be dominating all this crap. This sword is just slaughtering the crap out of these guys. I thought they were thicker right up in here. They're not that thick. He must be out there hunting, yeah, those birds. That is a daily to hunt some of those skull birds or whatever. Oh. Hit 6K in... What do you mean? What? Wait, is that guy shooting it? Also high, by the way, but I'm not understanding what you mean. The plan to hit 6K in engine or NG. Oh, yeah, check this out. I'll show you that. Now I get what you're saying, bro. We're dang close. Like, I just have to keep hitting it, like doing random stuff. I probably should go back and do a whole week on Planet Monterey, to be honest, and we'd be at 6K in engineering. Yeah. So I craft enough stuff, and we do enough crafting type streams that the combination is going to slowly get us there eventually. The thing that's going to be the lagger at this point that's going to be annoying me, in which I don't have a way around, is my blueprint comprehension, right, which traditionally has been really high. Where is it? That I don't have an easy way. Like, there's not a daily planetary blueprint comprehension mission that I know of. I mean, there might be one. I just literally myself don't know what it would be. And blueprint comp is a huge thing. Basically, the only way I've found to get it is, I believe I get it when I'm doing mothership stuff, which I don't mind. And basically, I think I get some. Well, I know I get some when I craft. That's basically it. Crafting and mothershipping. And so, and I like mothershipping and stuff, but really most of the people that are on a mothership crew that want to go out and do a repair run, they seem to be more active on the weekend and stuff like that, in which I don't mind doing repair runs off stream or piloting off stream and stuff like that because it's fun. But in reality, I don't even do a lot of on the weekend streaming or even video gaming, like on purpose. And so I like video games and stuff, but I really, really, really want more balance in my life than anything else. And so, but I do jump on and do some mothership piloting sometimes on the weekend. Because it gets great skills too, by the way. Like, people don't know about that. But once you've unlocked, what is it called? Oh, yeah. For that, straight up. That's how I got tons of my engineering, was straight up on Monorail. Like, I've done like back and forth from here in Monorail because this planet has the dailies for like the specific engineering skill, right? So like my manufacture weapons skill, I would come to this planet and sweat weeds and get the dodge points from it, right? And do the daily manufacturing for the weapons manufacturing, the manufacture weapons skill from here, right? And then when I couldn't handle doing that anymore for skill, because honestly, no matter how good the skills are, you'll burn out. Like, and so then I would go and I would make a like 30-day Monterey challenge or 15-day, and I have a couple different video streams where you guys will see that on my YouTube channel, in which literally, yeah, you will burn out if you just hunt the same mob all the time too much, or even the same planet. It's hard. Like, I don't know why, but even Calypso to me, if I'm on Calypso too long, it's too much. By the way, also hi, how you doing, Firebug? But yeah, Monria is a great place for all of the engineering stuff. But in all honesty, if you're going to do anything that's an item, you also need the machinery. And machinery skill, you go and you get off of Planet Tulin. Because they have a Nadira's needs an apprentice or wants an apprentice. And it could be either one of those. I think it's needs, but maybe she just wants. I don't know. But it gives you 70 peck in daily skill in machinery. And at the end of the day, that goes into, if you Google it, it's needs. Okay, so she does need. See, need even trumps wants. Wants is kind of, But yeah, she needs an apprentice. That's how bad. 70 peck a day. And honestly, the other dailies. So I'm not a pistol, a BLP pistol person specifically. But I'm going to tell you, if I decided I wanted to rack up a bunch of BLP pistol stuff, Tolan's mission lines for dailies and stuff that can be repeated like every 2 hours for some reason, um, they have a disproportionate amount that are based in giving you BLP skill, the tech skill, and pistol. And so, I mean, they have some other good stuff too. But while I was there doing dailies and stuff, I was like, holy crap, I'm starting to become a skilled pistol dude, and I'm not a pistol dude at all. I still took the skills. I was awesomely happy with that. But each planet has something that universally it just will give you a better amount of that skill. Calypso, I feel basically it's the economy and the diversity of mobs. Like some of the mobs are good mobs, some of the mobs. This guy is pissing me off doing that. Once I start swinging at them and they start like flying away, that's how they get a fireball, in which we didn't account for our fireball stuff. So that'd be messing up our calculation. Yeah, that Nira needs an apprentice. It's a worthwhile line to do if you're a crafter. And it's cheap. Like, you can do it with the cheapest. I mean, like, you have to get through the normal high qualifying line. But then they don't even care what blueprint you use. I've used tons of different runs to collect my stuff. In which was a good choice. Absolutely affected the outcomes of my crafting runs. Just to be honest. That's the other one that I'll bet you if I got that up to 6K, I don't know exactly how machinery goes into their calculation. Because I don't know how any of it goes in exactly, except that it does contribute in some manner. And in all honesty, some of them I think contribute in fascinating ways, but it's just my own theory on that. But I want to have a massively high blueprint comp, to be honest. But that's, I don't know. If you guys, by the way, do know of a secret mission where we can just sit there and collect a bunch of blueprint comp, feel free. See, but we are not doing bad. This sword is just beast. I'm gonna tell you. I don't often make one of these because they're kind of like a serious, hey, we're going to be cutting down a bunch of stuff for a second. But still, yeah. But isn't that just a beast sword? For not having to be high level or anything. Oh, we were actually still swinging. I didn't even know. Yeah, I really like this thing. So what we're hoping for, by the way, the other reason to make this sword, besides the fact that we kick butt with it, we like chopping people down with it, is the Rutic Kil's sword blueprint is the blueprint that actually also pops a list of other weapons that nobody probably has seen, to be honest, for a while. So, I haven't popped one for a little bit. I know it pops them though. Is the Laser Faust Outlaw and Laser Faust Bandit, which are guns. But, and then a couple others. But the Laser Faust weaponry actually generates off of the Rutic Kil's blueprint. Obviously, because it's a 1000 ped sword, it's not like you just bust out giant batches of it to generate blueprints. And so, like, if one so and so happens, that's awesome, but it's not a common thing. And so, unless a bunch of you guys want to start hunting with one of these, and then we'll start making them, I'll leave them in my shop. We'll start popping Laser Faust blueprints, Laser Faust bandits galore. I mean, they're kind of expensive to make too, but whatever. In fact, I haven't even looked at what, I don't even remember what they cost to make. Not horrible. I mean, most of the cost of this, honestly, is the metal residue to make it. But this is just kicking the crap out of these guys. So this Arc Ranger armor is pretty dang good for these guys. I'll have to keep my other armor still. It's universal, like, repairable armor too, so there's no reason to get rid of the adjusted pixie armor, honestly. I'll just have to, like, carry it and put it in the storage shed and pick which one I'm going to be packing, depending on what I'm hunting, right? But this setup is just kicking the crap out of these guys. We're not even through a codex yet. Okay. So yeah, this armor is just absolutely freaking perfect for these guys. Not a single hit has came through on us. Let's look at what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like combat armor. Okay, I'm gonna attack this guy. I'm gonna grab a tissue real quick while I'm attacking that guy though. Yeah, I know them. They're attacking still, but I'm back. Okay. Honestly, I didn't realize this armor was going to be so effective against these guys. Really looking forward to getting the plates. Switching over and getting, so I don't know how long it'll take us to get the 600. I didn't want to really get back onto doing that until next month, probably not this one starting, but like a whole month left. Because I was trying to restock my store back on Crystal Palace, to be honest. And then, why wouldn't they want to pick the fight with the guy right here? But I super want to get the 300. And we're going to get the 6,000 this year. Actually, you know what? Because that was a goal. Here's what we're going to do. I'll do some more Monreal. Because we're going to get 6,000 engineering before the year's done. For sure. Just cut this sword is ridiculous. So I had used it on stuff on Calypso before, but I wasn't really sure how well it was going to go with these robots. I am actually really liking this. Wonder when the last one of these is actually sold in a market. Oh, nobody's ever sold one. Oh, okay. Never mind. So, I guess nobody's ever put one of them in a market. That's kind of hilarious. I've never seen the people swinging it around. The one dude that used to pick them up for me, he graduated to a big, unlimited, ridiculous super sword. Which, I'm not level ridiculous for that. And honestly, I think he quit using it. And that was before the Armatrix sword, by the way. But I think he quit using it at level like 32 or something like that for a specific sword. I don't remember what sword it was though. But it was a good one, like a unlimited, hey, this sword dominates level 32 back. I don't know if level 32 right specifically, but higher, you know. I think it actually is though, we just don't want to say for sure. I want to tell you, I'm very happy about this armor purchase. I should have looked at who I bought it from instead of, hey, thank you for selling set of that stuff. This is a ridiculously good set for this. I wonder where you farm this off of. Just crafted. I bet this is farmed. This is dank armor though. For a set, that's such a ridiculously good armor. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll show you my dodge level. That's actually something we're good at. These guys are trying to shoot me. Oh. Dodge. 26th level dodger. I worked on that. That's how we unlock the evade. Or whatever it is. Is it avoidance or evade? Evade. I unlocked some skill with dodge. I don't remember what it is. It's a good one. It's a defensive skill. I can't remember what it is right this second. Maybe it's avoidance. It's something. The weeds are the way to go. Like, seriously, I just mini variag them. Or mini mothership them sometimes. Because see, I have this permanent little regen chip. So say I'm wanting to build up my biotropic, or even this. I will just sit there and drag 6 of them on me. Wait till they're done shooting the crap out of me, like so that I've drained their skill, like on a mothership. While keeping myself alive. And then when they're done, giving me skill for that, I'll gun them all down. Or, if you want to, you could drown them. But I mean, like, why not just drown? Like, at that point, gun them down if you're gonna. Yeah, I like robots. I'm trying to get really good at robot hunting. Like, I like the mobs too. And in all honesty, if I thought I had enough time and just unlimited capital and stuff, I would probably want to hunt mutants and stuff. I just realistically, they use different skills. And robot hunting uses mechanics and electronics. And so, if you're a crafter, robot hunting is absolutely a thing that's kind of advantage to you. Now, if you're a healer, like, if all you do is, yeah, sorry about that. Is that better? By the way, it was kind of not greatly done. So, healing hooks you up with, all the skills for, like, doing hunting and stuff like that. And in all honesty, all this stuff should be followed up with, tree harvesting, because all the weird crap that you get from tree harvesting. But if you're a crafter and stuff, yeah, it gets boring as crap. Yeah, I agree. You don't want to just do one thing. I know that that's the other thing I think that Tolan is really good about, is that's probably the area that I've seen the best variety of mutants to hunt. I think there's maybe some mutants on Next Island, I'm not sure. There's mutants on Calypso too, but like Cyrene, like not really mutants. And I don't think that they need to add them. I like the fact that Cyrene has some good animals and a lot of robots. And so, oh yeah, the event mobs are mutants. Yeah. Yeah, so they are really nice to raise your mutant numbers. Anytime I went to Tulin, I've got way more mutant hunting skill. Absolutely the mutant hunter planet. Like, it's so much oriented around mutants opposed to other stuff. I'm trying to think if there's even a robot on that planet though. I don't know if there is. And so robot hunters, they're probably not like But mutant hunting has botany in it and stuff. Oh. I should have a sword. Hold on. It's a ridiculous sword. I have the blueprint for this. This is why I have this. So it's the Rutic Kils. It's 14 to 18th level. 35, blah, blah. I would have to make you one. If somebody specifically wanted one, and they let me know, I would make it. Hold on 1 second. I'll get this back up. I don't really care about what they're doing. We have repairable armor. It is slow attacks per minute, but it's a 1030 ped sword. And it does enough to knock people down. And it's the amount of ped per swing through. Like, it's doing good. Like, it's dropping big quarters. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, no, it's a ridiculous weapon. Like, it's not even a joke weapon. Like, you can land on a place. I took the amount and wrote down how much we had on it TT when we started this hunt, so that I'll be able to go over that, and we'll show the break even or not break even. I'm not. There's no amp on it. I should have an amp on it. DPS honestly is probably not too. I don't know why I did it that way. Let's look. Damage. Where's the DPS on this? Do they not just give DPS as a straight number somewhere anymore? Like damage per minute? Hold on. Let me hold above it. Oh, 37.8 DPS. Without a amp on it. And so it slaps hard. And so it just doesn't hit fast. I'm okay with that too. I like this sword. So here's the deal. This sword is the only... Oh yeah, it was a really ridiculous amount. But this sword is the one that is the key to multiple blueprints that you don't ever see, including like, so an entire, there's 2 different series of blueprints that come through out of this. The Laser Faust blueprints, the Laser Faust both Bandit and the Laser Faust Outlet. And so then a couple other blueprints that you won't see, but if you make things like that. As weird as that is, some of the items that are weird items that are super ridiculous items, they put them on the other side of something like a Rutic Kil or some crap like that. Which I don't mind because the Rutic Kil is a great item. It's just like, how many 1,000 ped swords are you going to make per day? I mean, you're just not. And so, it's cool, because I'm going to burn through this. I might make another. Plus, in theory, there's a higher Rutic than this. This is a 2nd tier Rutic, right? And so if I popped a random, hey, that's a Rutic weapon series that's a 3rd or 4th or some tier Rutic weapon, I would not even have a clue what that looks like because nobody's popped it. But it would obviously probably be kicking some butt. I mean, like, it'd be like... Long term, though, one day, I'm going to pop the Nano Katana blueprint, even though I don't even know what that does. But it's in the blueprint book. Not seen a Nano Katana. It's a reasonably high level blueprint tier. I'm sure it's going to be a good weapon. But this, I'm going to tell you, the arc armor is just freaking I'm pretty happy with it. That's what I was saying though, on that I don't even think we'll have to heal because of this situation. This armor is perfect for these guys. And it might be really good for some other mobs. I know that the drones on Planet Calypso not gonna do crap against this. Because they're not, I mean, maybe the higher level drones honestly could. We'll have to go find some drones on Calypso. And probably after I get my augmented Imperium plates. Because that's going to be ridiculous. My be able to take a shot from something should be like seriously awesome. The reason I don't keep these in my shop too, by the way, is because of the amount of pet it would tie up. But you see, we're getting ridiculously good hits pretty often. Because the amount of pet going into these guys is probably pretty high, just to be honest, guys. Well, no. We had 941 pet when we started. Point some. And we're at 760 some. So we've almost used 200 ped in a little over, well, in around an hour. So that's not huge. For a sword especially. I don't know, we'll find out what we've used at the end. I'll get my repair build too, we'll repair. It's a good choice to write that crap down this time. That was the guy we wanted to hit. There's a chance I have to go repair this armor, right? Is it holding up this well? Guys, this armor's freaking ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you, I am super happy with this decision. I might just check this stuff just because. So yeah, this is just excellent armor altogether for this situation. I did not know this was going to be this. I'm going to tell you, we get the adjusted Imperium plates, and our robot hunting skill is going to be pimping. I mean, not the really big ones. For the really big ones, I'm going to still have to buy a limited set sometimes. But in all honesty, this next year I was really planning on focusing on like the normal codexes and stuff like that. And not trying to hunt legendary whatever the crap, you know what I mean? More efficient hunting and more getting a bunch more codexes, not just. Because at the end of the day, we at one point wanted to get to 100 intelligence this year too. That honestly isn't going to happen. But next year, we can get our 100 intelligence. And so that'll be a huge deal. But the 6K for sure, that's happening, guys. This armor is super perfect for this, though. Good, we got a skill boost. I always like that. I think at the end there is a good chance that maybe we try to kill that one. No, because we want to keep everything pure. Hold on. I got off him too soon. Oh, this armor is the ARC. Hold on. This is pimp armor for these guys. This is the ARC Ranger harness, and I have Serpent's plates, but I'm pretty sure the Ranger harness is taking all their stuff anyway. Like, the Ranger harness itself has like just, honestly, I think it's perfect for these guys at this point. It's kind of gave us a definite advantage. My plan, though, is to couple this armor, right, with Imperium. Thank you, by the way, very much, Firebug. Imperium plates, because the Imperium officer plates give an additional 10 burn protection. In fact, it's what switches out between the Imperium plate and the Serpent's plate is the acid damage protection that I'm receiving right now, which switch out for burn protection. But the thing is, at 600 ARC badges, oh, that's awesome, we got a global. So at 600 ARC badges, you're able to switch out and upgrade Imperium officer plates to augmented Imperium plates, in which I think it's 18 burn protection, which stacked on this is going to give us 28 burn protection and a whole bunch of other protections. I mean, like, but basically they're lasers and crap like that, like from robots, that we won't have to worry about that crap. We'll just be like rolling robots. So then we'll go and we'll try to find all the lesser robots and other stuff. Plus, this will still be good for a lot of other things. And I'm keeping my other plates, so if we're dealing with a mob that specifically is going to hit us with 10 points or so of acid instead of a burn, I'll switch out plates. Augmented Serpent plates and adjusted plates are buyable too. But I would have to contact somebody that makes those guys. And that's a Next Island Ancient Greece type thing. They're excellent. I bought my Serpent plates, just as a matter of fact. And they were definitely an excellent purchase. Plates are like having, especially if you compare them to some of the new people armor, right? Some of the plates are like stacking a set of new people armor on top of your armor. Like, comparably, it's as much points. And if it's like the perfected plates and stuff like that, perfected plates and stuff, they're superior to some entire armor sets. Like, they're just that ridiculous. You would have to have a crap ton of points to get perfected Imperium plates. They're like, honestly though, that would be ridiculous. So perfected Imperium plates would be just super cool. That's a multi-year endeavor, though. Or buy them. And I think that there's a few players in the game that can make you a set of perfected Imperium plates. I'm sure that there's a few players in the game that can get you a set of the perfected, what is it, incursion plates off of one of the planets. That'd be expensive too, by the way. Um, all of that stuff would be really expensive. Like when I say really expensive, I mean I'm not even sure the cost exactly, but not just 100 or so bucks. I mean, like, could be really expensive. And so, for me, it would be a multi-year, hey, let me figure out how we're going to slowly work through the process of becoming eligible and getting all the materials to just make that. Because just buying them is ridiculous. And I'm not saying they're not worth it, because if you have the money to just throw down $1,000 on like the top of the line, whatever you want, and that's what you want to do with your $1,000, that is awesome. Like, honestly, I personally am just going to grind the crap out of it, but I do respect that. Man, I'm really liking this armor. Does this not just seem like just match in heaven against this mob? We're killing it ped-wise, though. I mean, I don't know exactly where we're gonna be at the end of the day, but we're definitely a little further on our robot hunting skilling, though, huh? I really wish I would have looked at who sold this armor. This is just freaking epic. I mean, for these guys. There's other armor that is also very, very good, including there's other armor that'd be very expensive that's very, very epicer, but like this is repairable armor. I got it for like, the markup was not even crap, like 28 ped markup, and it's permanent repairable armor. I feel that that was a pretty good robot hunting decision, honestly. By the time I repair this 28 times, we'll have definitely earned it. I am slowly getting that codex point that we were talking about too. Sometimes I make a purchase in this game that I'm very unhappy with, and I don't feel I get my value out of it. You know what I'm saying? This set of armor right here, I'm pretty dang happy with, honestly. That's the other thing. I'm not an armorer and I don't have an armor shop. But there's so much mob specific armor and plates that can be arranged that at this point if somebody had an epic armor shop, and there are a couple people on a few planets, there's so much that can be done. Honestly, with plates, you can pretty much hunt anything. They have plates that'll block anything up to, like what? I know at least 60 point plates. There might be higher than 60 point, maybe 90 point plates. But those are type damage specific plates, not like general or repairable. Those things are awesome too. That's how we're eventually, when I switch over to go and hunt the Tesla pods, because that's way later. Once we're a higher enough level texture, right? We're gonna go and hunt Tesla pods. And these Tesla pods, they're gonna provide us with a whole bunch of fur, like, well, Tesla pod skins. And Tesla pod texture is probably the most insanely cool texture in the game. And so we'll probably have to hunt them for a ridiculous amount of time. But they do massive electric damage. And so I'll literally probably be hunting in Firewall 3 is what I was planning on getting. And then I was gonna get Firewall 3 with electric chip plates, I think is what I was planning on doing. Firewall 3 will block some stuff, guys. But it's limited armor, so basically you have to go to an armorer, which, you know, there are some. And then you have to get that. That's a good markup on it and stuff, and that's not repairable. And so... And on top of that, that kit's very specific. Like, that's an electric block kit. That's not a... Like, you're hunting only a few specific mobs at that point. Like Zeus... I can't remember what Zeus does in damage electric-wise. It's pretty high, but it's not insane. You can take it with that kit, probably. Not alone. Damage output, you're not going to want to do Zeus alone like that. That's a bad idea. And you're probably going to want to heal her anyway. But you'd have to buy for that. The same as, like, if I bought that kit, I'd hunt high-level Tesla pods. So then we'd also have to kit to max out. Like, we want our highest level pyrokinetics power amped, of course. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're kicking some butt. We're hacking these guys down. So at this point, we're hoping we get a basic targeting chip. It might not happen, but we have a whole lot of chopping people down left in us, so. Our robots down. I'm telling you, this armor is freaking insane for these robots. And it's gonna work the same on most of the drones. And when I combine it with those plates, I'm betting we can hunt. I don't know. Oh, the text bots. You know what? Probably if we were just like what this sword would be definitely overkill for that. Yes, and honestly, later on I'll probably hunt some of those with a more appropriate weapon for them. I'll use like this gun, which is just gonna spray out tons of bullets, has a fast attack rate, see 83 attack rate, and does enough damage that like they drop those. Reality-wise, yeah, you're 100% correct. So this is gonna be the second one of these. We're counting up all this, so we have the amount. I've got targeting chips off of these guys before, and I've got them off of the drill bots too. I like codexing off of these guys and drill bots, but straight up point wise, so the cap is the laser carbine version of the CBR. They're very similar. They're just one's gonna give you your laser stuff and your one's gonna give you your ballistic. They're both amazing weapons, by the way. And so the cap, you're gonna get cap blueprints. They'll drop when you're doing blueprint runs sometimes. Just so you know. Excellent weapon. The CBR is an excellent weapon too, by the way. Freaking awesome little spray down weapon. But they're the same weapon pretty much. I mean, just different ends, you know. That's totally a Cyrene weapon though. You never see those anywhere. You're probably doing pretty good with that though. Yeah. Crafting, honestly, crafting your own gear makes you feel accomplished too. Especially when you start getting gear that you have the access to that other people don't. Like, that is the pimp stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you can say except holy crap. That's why I'm sure some of the people that craft, thank you by the way very much. I'm sure some of the people that craft armor, because there's some of the plates and stuff that are super rare, some of the armor sets are super rare. And in all honesty, if I was in armor, I'd probably be pimping. This is not super rare armor. This is just a planetary specific. I'll show you guys. I'll bet they sell these pretty often. Yeah, see, twice a week. And so, not even highly expensive. It just, I picked it up because it was specifically going to be great for hunting robots. And I'm trying to gear over this year to really focus on robot hunting and codexing robots. And so I was trying to make sure to get my Imperium plates online and stuff. And I was going to make sure to get a good set of armor. I can't honestly afford a set of Necromancer or Lich armor. And so, and honestly, Lich armor would be cool. Like a permanent set, and I think the permanent set of Lich armor is like event Lich armor was like ridiculously rare. There's no way in heck. When I looked it up, I was like, oh, good for the guy that owns that. Like, that's awesome. It's super pimp. This is economical within my budget zone, which I do actually have a budget in this game. Some people don't. I mean, realistically, I like to stay on a budget that's reasonable. Because if you don't, you know, that's when you get in trouble with games like this, right? Self-control. Especially, I need a budget because I have, what do they call that? Impulse control issues. Not as an actual, like, that's a medical thing, you know, like, that is a medical thing, I'm not disrespecting somebody that actually has that. But, I suck at my own impulse control, and so if I wasn't on a budget, the odds are that I would make bad decisions more often. It's pretty high. Like, super high. Just because, you know. And so budgets are friendly to the impulse control challenged. I like how this is just chopping through these dudes like butter. guys are like, our armor, we don't get touched. They can't even touch us. We walk up, slap, slap. This is definitely a good setup for these guys. And I'll check it with some other mobs. I definitely need to get on getting our plates ready. And so I probably won't get the Imperium plates online until next month, just in case. Not even this next month that starts tomorrow. It'll be like literally the month after that. But I will get them online. And then we should have a ridiculously good robot hunting kit. It's getting fall where I live, and the air is dry. And if you guys have ever had beards or mustaches, the air is dry and stuff like that, and you don't use beard oil and stuff, holy crap, it gets itchy. Same. Okay, we're kicking butt. Yeah. This armor is for sure just perfect for this. I'll probably even tear it up and stuff. And I don't tear up all my equipment, some of it I do. But this has impressed me enough that when it actually reaches its tier numbers, I'll tear it. I even just keep walking. I don't know if we're as fast as these guys. They seem to be able to get away from us. Honestly, I like the craft aspect of this game, period. Like, there's so many blueprints to craft in this. And not even including the secret ones that are like, you don't even see unless like, but just like even normal common blueprints is a good amount. Now if you include like the super rare, hey, this only comes off this blueprint, and only a few people have this blueprint, there's some, I don't have a clue what all kind of stuff there is. I mean, like, I've seen a good amount of stuff. But then the other thing is, yes, like the fact that you get your gear for cheap is super impressive. Or you know what the value of gear is actually handy too. Because sometimes I don't even make stuff because I know there's no way I'd be able to craft it for what I just saw it listed as. And that's just reality. And so, just, like, just knowing like, well, there's no way in heck I could ever even make that for that price. That's a big power. Because literally that allows you to be able to kind of do outsourcing analysis kind of in the situation. To where if you see some kind of price discrepancy where it's like an arbitrage situation kind of, then you can buy that. You know know that it's an arbitrage and that somebody didn't know the market value of something. And you can kind of buy it up. Also, it's kind of handy because eventually you learn what kind of items are like not really worth making that you would think would be worth making, but in the reality of things, they're not. Like one of the ones that I know is kind of a weird one is dragon armor. Looks way cool and stuff. The blueprint isn't super rare, but it has a high markup on it because it's dragon armor. Here's the problem: to make it, it requires dunkel, and the normal markup per piece on that armor isn't actually as expensive markup-wise as the stuff going into it. I've never seen a piece of that armor sell for plus 15 bed markup, and a single piece of dunkel is ridiculously expensive. Like, it's not the only thing that's like that. There's a lot of things that are like that. That's the one that is a for sure right off the bat. I've seen a lot of people buy the blueprint. You're probably not going to make that item. It's semi-crud. When people make that item, so I'm not trying to be mean to whoever made that item. It's cool armor. It looks good. Not that great armor. It's just cool looking. Lich and Necromancer armor look cool too. They're a little better. And they're not going to cost you as much to make. And they're going to be better armors, probably. Eventually I will get a pair of Lich armor. Not a permanent set. That's not happening. Well, I won't say that's not happening. Like, I could become, well, like, hey, I don't even know what to do with my money wealthy one day. And then maybe we'd be trying to find out who owns the permanent set. Get it. You guys feel that this is done really well, right? This armor is just doing justice for itself. Yeah, if we had the Imperial Officer plate, they wouldn't even be getting through on a critical. And so if we can get it up to augmented, we're absolutely fly. That's a lot of stuff and a pretty good amount of shrapnel. I don't know. We could be ahead. We could be below. Who knows? Probably a little down. Like, how often are we gonna miss? Oh yeah, we're gonna have this stuff tiered fast. I'm just trying to get over here to a bigger group so we're not having to run so far between dudes. When you're shooting, it's not like 5 minutes. I mean, no, it's probably not 5 minutes. It feels like a long time between people running back and forth. I should look up other mobs that do burn damage, like just a small amount like these guys. Find out what all we're set up for now. I'm gonna tell you, once we get the augmented Imperium plates on this, this is gonna be ridiculous. sword is tier 3 already. Should see if I have a bunch of... I'll bet I have a bunch of enhancers in the gun. Drop out of it real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna just check what kind of enhancers I have on me. 3 economy. 2 economy. Let's look at this now, guys. Whoa. So we're still gonna be horrible economy, but we're not as horrible economy. Who knows? Now we're being super kind of economical with our super not economical sword. But we can all pretend. I forgot I had a bunch of economy enhancers in me. I thought we'd get another global in a second here. It's been a second, right? Also, a little bit curious how our repair cost will be. I mean, it shouldn't be huge, but wouldn't be shocked if it is a little bit, right? That's what happens when you're not paying attention. You auto-click onto the next mob mindlessly. almost there. So this was a lot. 99. Okay. What rank is this even? Rank 16. Okay. So rank 16, it does not take a little bit. Take this. Okay, we're gonna take 2 pad or 2.25 pad dexterity. We need the dexterity for a lot of crafting stuff slash. Pretty sure it goes into all your looting stuff slash just a bunch. I'm gonna be honest, it's a good thing we grabbed that coffee. That was a long day. It's been a good day, but it was a long day, so. My level of impressedness about this armor, though, is super high for this mob. We wouldn't even be being hit as much if we were using a ranged weapon. Because I wouldn't be in here, we'd just be do. Or throwing pyro weapon, you know. And so the fact we're using a sword, we're having to be up in there more and having to run back and forth between the mobs. So we're actually taking more hits. That was nice. Than we would normally. Just pyro hunting especially. Mostly because we'd be blowing these guys to crap pyro hunting. You guys feel that we should be getting a global or something soon? Send your positive energy vibes. That's basically what I like. You guys send positive energy, we get a global. That's how I think it works, actually. It seems to work that way, I'm just saying. I know how the universe really works. But I'm pretty cool with if you guys send positive vibes and we get global. I like that part. This sword just whacks these guys down so easily, it's perfect. Do you know that the other blueprint that drops from the Rutic Kil blueprint, weirdly enough, is the Rutic Kil? Like, there's a chance I would get another one of that blueprint, in which, by the way, I would go for a bunch. I don't even know. It would be like, what is that even? Maybe it wouldn't go for anything. I would rather get one of the laser fast blueprints. They're all limited, but I can get a good stack. By the way, if you guys watching on YouTube or Twitch, either way, ever actually did want specifically some item that you see I have in my crafting selection stuff, I literally do craft stuff for people. I mean, like, not a mean person. And so if you let me know ahead of time, and it's not ridiculous, I'm able to craft stuff and just put it in my shop for pickup. And that definitely probably gonna help out, in all honesty. See, that's what we're hearing. Maybe my mic is not charged overnight or something. Let me look at this stuff. Yeah, it is showing my thing's not as loud, but there. I'm betting I didn't charge my thing and the battery's probably getting low, guys. I'm pretty naughty about that. I'm gonna try to be better about that stuff. In all honesty, last week we were having a little bit of a rough time in some of the little action games I play, because I was not wanting to switch out the batteries in my mouse. But then there were literally times that, like, I was going to block or shoot something, and yeah. Instead, we were just not doing that. So I finally did switch out the batteries. That's a good thing. That was going to get awkward. Such a freaking awesome game. These are cool little robots. Not sure if they have a little thruster, if they're working on repulsor technology, storyline wise, but you know. Sure, it's something. I'm gonna tell you. They need to make it where this Ranger armor can be improved, augmented, and adjusted. Honestly, all the armor sets should be able to be geared up. All the permanent ones. Don't you guys kind of feel that if every permanent armor set could be tiered or brought up to a different level, adjusted and stuff, it would be awesome. I'm curious how ped-wise we're doing, up and down-wise, though. Because I've not hunted with this armor on this mob with this sword. But it seemed like it's going really well so far. And this armor doesn't seem like it's really diminishing that much. I don't think our repair bill is going to be even that high. Okay, we'll go this way. I don't want to chase a dude across the map to try to kill him. Okay. It's more or less 2-3 hits. Obviously, that one's 4. So this is going great. I'm glad I wrote down everything at the beginning, though. We'll know how much we're plus or minus for the first time pretty much ever. I mean, like, besides some of the crafting runs, we keep track of those a little better, but I'm bad about keeping track and tracking my hunting as much as some of the other people. I noticed they have programs and stuff running to track their gains and losses. I was like, oh. I mean, I'm not that, but I do think that's interesting. And good for whoever programmed that. That must have been complicated as crap. Or at least I think it would be. I mean, it would be for me. It'd be complicated for me. Because I don't know how to do that. So yeah, this armor is absolutely capable of handling these guys with this setup. Small amount of regeneration. You don't even end up having to heal yourself at all. Literally just hunt the whole time. I'm gonna say though, if we don't get a big global by the time we're done in like 20 minutes, if you are on Cyrene, because we have definitely loaded this mob, and my opinion is it works that way. I don't know for sure, and so I'm not going to state a fact type thing. But I would almost say that if we don't get a pretty significant global, um, it might be a good mob to come hit. And I'm not a million% on if it even works like that. But we're definitely loading some pet into this mob. Also, sword's not the most economical way to hunt, just so you guys know. So, I'm not going to be shocked if we're not like, hey, you're not up on that hunt. Especially since we didn't have a whole bunch of globals or anything. We had a small little global, which I'll take for sure. Thought that was nice of them. Kind of crazy. I don't know how many robots we've cut through today, but it feels like we've got some robot killing done today. Oh, we even got another 11%. Holy crap, that blows my mind. That's some codexing. Oh, thank you very much, by the way. Seriously? This guy. Yeah, this armor is just perfect for these guys. So compared to the markup I spent on Perseus armor, this is absolutely amazing. And Perseus armor is of course like ridiculously better armor for like if you're hunting something that's a giant, big mob. But this, for like most of what normal mob hunting is gonna be, is absolutely awesome. And for any of these shooty little lower level robots, it's for sure good. Especially once we get the Imperium plates on there. It's gonna be so good. The sword's a little overkillish, I mean. Just slightly, I mean. Be good to get about 4, maybe 5 hits on average. But, still. We'll wait till we have the actual add up on everything, you know what I'm saying? Look at this, I'm almost to get to 1,000 martial arts. That has took a long time. I have no idea what martial arts actually does for you in any capacity, but I like the fact that we're slowly becoming a martial artist, you know. By the way, you guys, this is just right here on Cyrene. It's a really easy place to get to. Missing a lot right there. That wasn't a horrible one. There's a lot. We got a lot of little, like, 5-ped mini hits. Which we're not spending 5-ped to take these guys down for sure. I thought my lid was going to come off when I picked it up. I was like, well, you do not want a coffee cup coming off in like computer area at all. That's a big holy crap drama. And honestly, I want to get an amp on this sword, but an amp on these guys would have been overkill. The sword is legit bordering on the overkill zone. Realistically, normally when I hunt these guys, I use a combustive nanochip 3. And that's right in the right area to run around zapping them. Or I'll use this Ospen, but it's a little, it's more hits for sure. Try to keep track of that stuff. I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure what our repair bill is going to look like. But if it's not super high, I think we're going to have a pretty good happiness rating. Because we know we've done a lot of hunting, like 2 solid hours of getting attacked and shot at and stuff. So you would think the repair bill, what? I'm not even sure what it'd be. I'd think at least 15 pad, right? Maybe more. These dick robots always driving away as I'm trying to come up and chop at them. Surprised we only got the single global, but you know, like honestly, after yesterday, they needed to balance us and kind of slap us back a little bit. That was ridiculous. I can't even believe yesterday still. I'm like, and so not getting a bunch of globals, not a shock. I think we've balance wise done well anyway. That guy will quit running away from us, it would help. So we've got a lot of filters. I can't remember what blueprint you can run with all this stuff, but there's one of the blueprints on this planet that uses robot type components like this. And so we definitely have enough for a giant run of that, I'm thinking. I'm still thinking also about those Imperial officer plates that were in the auction. Literally, before I started my stream, I had seen some. I went to show everybody at the beginning of the stream, and they were bought out that fast. In fact, like that kind of shocked me, but because I think it was like 60 or 80 TT plus value. And so I hesitated to buy them because I have most of the stuff to actually get ours ready and build them ourselves. And so I was like, do I want to just buy a couple right now? Nah, they sold like that. That's insane. And so I'd hate to see how fast the improved ones or perfected ones would sell. Perfected would be so much money though. That'd be some expensive plates. Like, I don't know, 2,000 heads start out as a markup. I mean, I'm just guessing. That's not necessarily what they would cost. Sorry about that. This setup, though, has been perfect for these guys. You could duplicate this setup with an Armatrax sword, by the way. I mean, sword-wise. And armor-wise, you could just get, like, specifically the burn plates and stuff. And also duplicate the kind of setup, to be honest. I just liked this because this was going to be permanent. And I like permanent stuff. And I thought it would match well with the Imperium plates. Ooh, that was not a bad one. Hold on, I'm sorry guys. It's just grabbing things, setting them up real quick. I'm gonna tell you what, we've done good leveling wise today. Of course, we chopped down a crap ton of robots, so I mean, like, we'd hope we get some, right? All that running over to him, so much work. Pretty sure this is gonna end up being the perfect gear for some of the lower robot hunting stuff. And honestly, that robot assault at, what's it called? All the forts on, Planet Calypso. Probably gonna be pretty good for robot assault armor. This looks like serious battle armor, huh? I like it. Honestly, a lot of the armors in this game look good. Aesthetically, the skin-wise work. I kind of wish more of them were customizable, but that's because I'm literally biased on that stuff, so. But I do like the skins for a lot of the armors. Okay, I'm gonna draw these dudes over here so we can kill them. And I can tell who's who. And we're not confused about, like, killing new people, old people. Bring them out a little more. But right now I'm super beyond just happy with this armor. It was kind of perfect for these guys. And it might have a giant repair rate right here. I mean, we'll look. Let's hope not. He was going to attack us. We had to do it. Okay, let's find out what's going on here. I'm going to just zap us back. if these guys will stay off us for a second. Okay. So, we spent 1.25 ped in loot pills, right? And we had 941.39 ped in armor. Or no, in our weapon. Our armor's repairable, so we'll take that bill and we'll add it to it. So our repair bill, right, is 10.25. That is crap nothing, guys. So this, we just hunted that whole time off of 10.25. So let's see. So 1150, 11.2, 11.5 is our total cost with the repair bill and with our loot pills. Not total cost, right? So we've got 1150, and then of course we've got our cost of our weapon. Okay. So let's see, 941.39, and then we're at 49. I'm just figuring this out. Sorry, guys, this might take me 1 second. Okay. Okay, and 13, 4. So we used 400 and, okay. Jeez, that's kind of expensive. We'll have to find this out. 455.93 ped is what we used, guys. Yeah, I just had to double check. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to take the sum total of all this stuff. We're going to drop it in here. So we would have used minus 450 something ped. So about 60 ped about is what we spent in total, guys. Now that doesn't count with markup, and honestly there's nothing super impressive markup on this. So I'd say we got our butt kicked a little bit. I mean, that's not massive loss for that big of a hunt. But it's definitely not a gain. Like the other day, we were kicking so much butt. I'm not actually TTing the stuff out. We're going to use it for other things like crafting sessions and stuff. I did think that this was ridiculously good armor, though. Man, sick armor. Like, in fact, it's sad that there's nobody selling one of those Imperium plates. In fact, we'll look. Nah, see, we want the officer plates, guys. Nobody's selling officer plates. So, I'm going to be grabbing the officer plates. They're absolutely amazing. We'll be coupling them with this. That's going to actually be like our base. Hey, that's how we're hunting robots. And I'll show you what this looks like right here with the serpent plate on it. You're going to see it change out is we lose the acid protection and we gain more burn protection. And with the adjusted, we'd be gaining a bunch more. But with just the Imperium officer plates, we'd get that switch out 9 more points of burn damage. That's a giant amount for robots and stuff. Now, before we get going, I'm going to, of course, find somebody that's doing Entropia. Make sure to get everybody over there. I do hope you guys are having a great day. I want to thank you guys for hanging out and stuff. All in all, by the way, that is an absolute great mob. And so, thank you guys for being epic. And get you guys over to somebody real quick. Hold on one second. Okay. Peace and very best wishes, you guys.